There are lots of incredible facts about Lake Michigan, one of which is that it has long been steeped in creepy lore, from the famous UFO sightings of the mid-1990s, where hundreds phoned 911 to report what they perceived to be UFOs over the Great Lake, to subterranean ruins that look suspiciously like a North American Stonehenge. While you can certainly enjoy the shores of Lake Michigan on its beautiful beaches or visit some exceptional maritime relics, such as the USCGC Mackinaw, it's well worth knowing what's at the bottom of Lake Michigan before you dip your toes into the water. These are some of the most unusual things found in Lake Michigan. Number 5. Michigan Stonehenge. There are a lot of things lurking at the bottom of Lake Michigan, but one of the most exceptional and curious is the so-called Lake Michigan Stonehenge. This ancient relic is thought to be at least 10,000 years old, which puts its creation smack dab in the middle of the last ice age, and nobody knows exactly who created it or why. It's possible that the formations are there as a result of shifting glaciers and changing landscapes, but they might have been put there deliberately. The million-dollar question is why? We might never get that answer, but if you have the will and scuba skills to dive into the depths, you can go solve the puzzle at Lake Michigan's Stonehenge yourself. Number 4. A shipload of Nash automobiles. When the SS Senator sank en route from Milwaukee to Detroit, it took 268 Nash automobiles with it on the deep descent to the bottom of Lake Michigan. These vehicles, valued at $3.8 million in today's money, are forever lost to the waves, although the ship itself was found in 2005. To add a bit of insult to injury, the disaster occurred in 1929, just after the stock market collapse, when the loss of so much valuable inventory would have been profoundly felt. The SS Senator made it just 15 miles from Wisconsin before it collided with the Marquette during a bout of heavy sea fog. Number 3. Over 100 World War II-era airplanes. While it's common to find shipwrecks at the bottom of the Great Lakes, airplanes are certainly another story, but there are plenty of them littering Lake Michigan. These planes were part of a training exercise for World War II pilots, and several lost their airplanes in the water of Lake Michigan over several years, spanning the Second World War. These planes are still likely to be recovered. Many have been found since 1980. They were likely flown by more inexperienced pilots, which might explain why so many of them went down, but it might also be the mysterious Lake Michigan Triangle. More on that later. Number 2. 1,500 shipwrecks. There are hundreds upon hundreds of ships at the bottom of Lake Michigan, spanning hundreds of years. When you consider that each of these ships must have had several dozen souls upon it, their disappearances and sinking become all the more tragic. Plus, we're still coming across more and more of them, meaning that we've probably only scraped the surface of what lies below. Some notable wrecks include Lady Elgin, where 300 people perished, and the SS Francisco Morazan, which wrecked in 1960 during some bad weather. Number 1. A Massive Crucifix. One of the strangest things ever found at the bottom of the Great Lakes is a giant crucifix nestled deep in Lake Michigan. This huge marble cross has an interesting history and was originally intended to be a gravestone. Unlike many of the other weird finds on this list, it was put there intentionally after it was damaged and declined by the boy's family whom it was intended for. This crucifix is a memorial to everyone lost at sea, and its placement in Lake Michigan is appropriate, given how many people have died in the Great Lake. So, we have shared with you top 5 strangest things found at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Hope they will be useful to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.